Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am showcasing my expert rank run in the Retro Cup. Currently, I'm at 2,790 ELO, and I got there using the team of Zangoose, Hypno, and Frosslass. I will show you how to play the most common leads, the team's overview and strategy, and expert rank battles. If you just want to see the battles, use the timestamps in the timeline of the video to navigate. Also, before I get into the video, I just want to say that this YouTube channel's Discord server is open and available to join. In the server, you will find resources for every Go Battle League, including meta-analyses, strong teams, and how to play them with articles and slides. Plus, there is early content and monthly self-tournaments, including the Commander Cup, which there is still time to join. Anyways, I'll start with the video. Essentially, the role that Zangoose plays is the anti-Ghost, anti-Regirock, and anti-XL Lickitung / Snorlax / Munchlax. Zangoose is able to fulfill that role quite nicely, utilizing its unique moveset of Shadow Claw, Close Combat, and Night Slash. Zangoose is very glassy, but hits extremely hard and can dish out lots of damage very fast. It plays similar to Berserker, which I absolutely love using. Versatile moveset, high attack, and low bulk. Hypno is the bulk that anchors the team, being able to take lots of hits. Since Zangoose's main weaknesses are dragons and fighters, having Ice Punch fits the role of a Zangoose cover quite nicely. Frosslass, being an Ice and Ghost type, and can very handily beat fighters and dragons, and is one of the best closers and safe swaps in the Retro Cup. Frosslass has okay bulk, able to take a few hits, and can get to its hard-hitting moves very fast with Powder Snow. No Pokemon can shut down Frosslass in the Retro Cup meta, and is very lethal with a little energy advantage. This team plays like a standard ABB team, with an unbalanced backline. Both Hypno and Frosslass are weak to Ghost and XL Lickitung, very prevalent in the Retro Cup meta. Zangoose, with its incredible moveset and typing, is the perfect lead for Hypno and Frosslass. Both backline Pokemon are great safe swaps, winning the one shield with a little extra energy against the entire Retro Cup meta, except XL Lickitung and Regirock. No shields are spent on Hypno, and can set up Frosslass or Zangoose to sweep, as with its versatile moveset, it can get almost any Pokemon in the range to farm down with Zangoose or Frosslass. Against XL Lickitung on the lead, tank the first move, build past a close combat, and throw Night Slash. Most XL Lickitung's shield. Then, shield the second Body Slam, build up more energy, and throw a close combat and Night Slash. Frosslass is a positive lead. Stay in and match shields, throwing Night Slash. Cresselia lead, although being able to deal super effective damage with Shadow Claw and Night Slash with Zangoose, is very close. Store/throw a Night Slash and swap to Frosslass if they haven't swapped out. Regirock lead is positive. Stay in, shield the first move, build up to one Shadow Claw away from double close combats, and throw Night Slash. If they don't shield, swap to Hypno. If they do, you already have a close combat ready, and you can throw it right away. Hypno lead, like Cresselia lead, seems favorable but is actually quite close. Store Night Slash and swap to Frosslass if they haven't swapped out by then. Abomasnow lead means a swap to Hypno. Against Deoxys defense, swap to Frosslass. Altaria is a negative lead, but you have two counters for it in the back. Swap to Hypno. Drifblim lead is extremely positive. You can take one Icy Wind, throw Night Slash, and take out the rest of the Drifblim with Shadow Claw alone. Against Medicham lead and other fighting type Pokemon, swap to Frosslass. Jellicent lead. Stay in and match shields. It is important that you take out the Jellicent so it doesn't wreak havoc in the back. Alolan Marowak lead, just like Frosslass lead, is positive. Stay in and match shields, throwing Night Slash. Against Mew on the lead, stay in and match shields, throwing Night Slash. If you find a Gyarados or Kingdra on the lead, throw Night Slash immediately, then swap to Hypno. If it's Gyarados, throw one Shadow Claw after throwing Night Slash, and then swap to Hypno. This gives a high chance of catching the Aqua Tail on Hypno. In the first match, against a Legend ranked player, my opponent leads Vigoroth, so this is a horrible lead for me, and I'm going to switch into Frosslass. Looking back, I should have probably switched into Hypno, since Hypno is my second best answer, and I don't want to reveal my best answer first. And my opponent responds with the Kingdra, so I know I can grab a shield from this matchup, so I'm not going to spend a shield myself, because most likely I'm going to get the attack debuff, which I did. So it was a good no shield by me. And what I'm going to do now is come in with my Zangoose and throw this Night Slash, but since I want more farm, I'm actually going to undercharge it. What I want to do is get enough energy for a close combat to throw onto the Vigoroth. I shield this Octazooka, and hopefully there's no debuff. There is a debuff. But the debuff actually made me have the exact amount of energy I need for close combat. I'm going to throw it, and even though my attack is harshly fallen, that close combat still does a lot of damage. Now that the Vigoroth is quite low, Hypno is looking pretty promising to sweep. So my opponent has a Shadow Blossom. So Shadow Blossom gets to its leaf blades very quick, but doesn't have a huge amount of bulk, so the Confusions and the Ice Punches will take out the Shadow Blossom. They shield the first Ice Punch, so I'm just going to go for the second one. And the second one takes out the Shadow Blossom. Now I'm able to get a Confusion through while the Vigoroth throws its Body Slam, which is huge. And the Body Slam does not KO, I'm able to survive and take out the Vigoroth. Good game, well played. Second match, my opponent leads Crustle. So this is a neutral matchup, but Zangoose wins if it can correctly bait with Night Slash, and it seems like my opponent was trying to catch a Night Slash or close combat. And I made it make a huge mistake here of swapping into my Hypno against this Vigoroth instead of my Frosslass. Because Hypno, I actually have to spend a shield to win this matchup. And the Crustle has a chance of being aligned with my Frosslass, which is very, very bad. So I have to spend a shield here. So I'm going to go for this Ice Punch. And unfortunately it does not KO, and I make another mistake of trying to farm completely down because the Vigoroth survives at 1 HP, and now I have to spend both my shields. So I'm just going to throw the Shadow Ball right away at the Crustle. And it does land, it does a hefty amount of damage, but whatever's in the back can probably sweep because they have 2 shields and I have 0. So I'm in a pretty bad spot right now. X-Scissor from the Crustle does not barely KO, and I'm able to go for this Night Slash. And it takes out the Crustle, and in the back is an Altaria. So this is looking pretty bad. Even though my Frosslass is aligned to this Altaria, I don't have a shield and they have 2. So if they only had 1 shield, it would be a lot better. Or if I had a shield, it would be a lot better, and this game would be a wrap. But they have 2 shields because of my mistake of bringing in my Hypno into the Vigoroth. However, it still looks like there's a chance for me to win, as the Altaria is in Night Slash range, but I go down immediately. Good game, well played. In the third match here, my opponent leads Regirock. So this is actually favorable because Zangoose has access to close combat, which one-shots the Regirock. And they're just going to go for Stone Edge right away, and I am going to shield because I know that it would deal quite a lot of damage. I'm going to build up to the amount of energy where I can stack a Night Slash in a close combat. They shield the Night Slash, and I go for a close combat right away. This gives the impression that I'm going for a double Night Slash, and my opponent doesn't shield. And they bring in a Jerf Bloom when their Regirock goes down, which means whatever's in the back is super weak to Zangoose. And they don't shield the Night Slash, and I get an attack boost. Are we seeing a Zangoose sweep here? I shield the Icy Wind, it lowers my attack, but I still have the attack boost. And in the back is a Frosslass. I'm going to go for this first Night Slash. Gets the shield. And the Shadow Claw damage is just so strong, and this Night Slash will be more than enough to take out the Frosslass. Zangoose just sweeped a team all by itself. Good game, well played. In the fourth match, my opponent leads Altaria. This is a bad lead, but I have 2 answers for it in the back, so I'm going to swap into Hypno as it's my second strongest answer. And most Altarias don't actually expect Ice Punch, since most Hypnos run Thunder Punch. So I'm going to go for this Ice Punch here, and it does quite a lot of damage. And I can get to the second Ice Punch before the Altaria gets to their second Sky Attack. They actually do shield, so they definitely want to keep switch advantage here. And I can shield and take out the Altaria because my confusion went through, but I decide to keep my shield advantage because I know that even though they probably have an answer for Frosslass, with the shield advantage, I will be able to win that matchup. And it seems like their best answer for a Frosslass is their own. So since I have shield advantage, my Frosslass is looking pretty strong here. I swap into the Vigoroth, so I'm actually going to just stay in here because I don't want my Zangoose to see the Vigoroth. And they don't shield anything from the Vigoroth, and now I can swap into the Zangoose to clean up this match. First Night Slash gets shielded, and I can just shield the next Avalanche and go for another Night Slash of my own. My opponent surrenders, realizing this. Good game. In this match, my opponent leads Vigoroth. So this time I've learned from swapping into my Frosslass, and I'm actually going to swap into my Hypno and go for Shadow Ball. And they respond with the Mew, so Shadow Ball can get a shield, which it does. And I'm thinking this is a Surf, so I'll be able to survive and probably get off on Ice Punch, but it's actually an Ice Beam, which is a smart play by my opponent. But now I'm looking really strong because I know I can farm up a lot of energy with my Zangoose and throw a close combat onto the Vigoroth when I come out of this matchup. I will have to spend a shield myself because Zangoose is extremely glassy, but after spending 1 shield and tanking the next move, I can completely farm down this Mew. Rock Slide does a lot of damage though. So I'm going to go straight for this close combat here against the Vigoroth. See if they want to shield or not. And boom! They don't shield, and it does 100% of the Vigoroth's health. And in the back is a Jellicent, and since they don't know Zangoose's moveset, they don't shield a Night Slash too, which deals quite a lot of damage. I'm going to go for this Avalanche here with my Frosslass because the Jellicent is in the range where an Avalanche would take it out. And I'm contemplating a Bubble Beam bait, but most just run Ice Beam and Shadow Ball, so I'm just going to shield. Go for this next Avalanche and take out the Jellicent. Good game, well played. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you or you enjoyed it in any way, make sure to press the subscribe button. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.